Guys, it's Sarah, and today we are doing my next round of the I Was So Excited book haul revisit. Now, what I'm doing in this series is I am looking back at an old book haul, and I'm looking to see what I still have and what I was the most excited to read when I hauled it. And if I have not read that book yet, I will go ahead and put it on my TBR, and I will read it in the near future as quickly, as I can make it work. Now, last time was the most interesting round, I think, because I ended up picking The Stand by Stephen King. But I read it. I listened to this on audio, and let me tell you, so the narrator is Grover Gardner, and he was fantastic. It was a great narration. I literally just put this on and played a coloring app on my phone, and I would just let it go for a while. It was very relaxing, actually, just to sit and listen and kind of get lost in it. This book was fantastic. I was expecting it to be good because it is one of his more popular books, and literally everybody who tells me that they read it said that they loved it and it's one of their favorites of his. And I'm going to put myself in that category as well. I gave this 5 stars. I thought it was brilliant. This is a pandemic book. It is a flu pandemic. And this pandemic gets to a level where the world, or at least the United States, which is where we're following our characters, becomes an apocalyptic type of world. So many people were killed, not many people are left type thing. Everything's desolate. Everything just goes out. There's no power, there's no water. There's all sorts of things like that happening in this world. So it becomes like that. They start running out of resources. They're trying to band together. And also, who can you trust? Because, people get desperate. And then it becomes a situation where we are following these certain characters and they all end up in the same community. And then there is another community that they are having contact with in some way, shape, or form. I won't spoil that. But is this other community being led by somebody who is evil and who is dangerous and, poses a big threat to all of society? And how do we deal with that? So that's what we're dealing with here. Okay, I was afraid because of how big this book is that I was going to be bored, or I thought it was going to be overwritten, or there were going to be parts where I was just I don't care, blah, 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 let's just get through it. Never, not once did that happen. I was invested the entire time. I was interested in these characters the entire time. And I was never bored, ever. And I was actually really surprised about that. I loved it. I loved the characters. I loved what happened. I loved the outcome of the things. I can't say much because I don't want to spoil anything, but this was fantastic. Now, this was written a very long time ago, so keep that in mind. There is a lot of language in here that is not acceptable today. So I'll say that. Multiple different things are mentioned in here and words that are used that were would not put that in a book today, but okay. So that's something you kind of have to gloss over a little bit. But other than that, man, it was fantastic. I loved it. 5 stars. I actually read this in less than a month. I think I started it at the beginning of May and I finished it May 31st. So, read through it pretty quickly. I was shocked at how quickly I was able to get through it, but because I was not bored, I just wanted to keep going. So very, very happy. This is a big, big, big book off of my TBR onto my read Stephen King shelves, and I loved it and I gave it 5 stars. So very, very happy about this after the initial panic that I had in that video. I really did. Okay, so now today we are going to watch the next book haul in my list and see what I still have and see what I'm going to read next. All right, looks like I have a November book haul. This was posted 3 years ago. I think these were all from 2020. Yeah. looking at the thumbnail, we were in Rhode Island. So we were in Rhode Island in November of 2020. So, yeah, let's see. This is it's a big stack. Let's see. Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I have my November book haul. My hair is long. Collected a few books this month, and it's not too bad. It's only about 10 books, so that's not too bad. But I have a couple that were sent to me as gifts. I have one from the publisher, and then the rest of them I purchased myself. So let's start with the book that I got from the publisher. I got this from William Morrow, and that is Sparks Like Stars. This is by Nadia Hashimi. Okay. Holy crap. I literally finished that book last night. I finished it last night. I'm not kidding. I just finished that book last night. It was fantastic, by the way. But yeah, so I have read it. That is funny. So I got it 3 years ago in November of 2020. Oh man, that interesting. All right. Was a super sweet surprise. This was sent to me from one of my subscribers, Hulda, and she sent me Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. Okay, I read that one as well. I did really enjoy that one. Was that a 4? I think it might have been a 4-star. It was 3 or 4, but I was reading that when we went to our last Book to Besties retreat in Phoenix, our trip. I took that and read majority of it there. So, yep, read that one. Then Jenna sent me a very, very sweet surprise. It's like an early Christmas present, she said. And the beauty of this book, I can't even get over it. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is designed and illustrated by Mina Lima. Okay. My Mina Lima Harry Potters, which I am actually like currently reading. This is so funny. Like just later last year, I read Kill Creek. I just finished Sparks Like Stars, and this one I just started. So I'm not going to count this because I've already started it, and it's Harry Potter. I've already read Harry Potter, so I wouldn't have counted that anyway, to be honest with you. But I did just start my Mina Lima read because that's one of my goals this year is to read those books. So wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so these next 2 are my book of the month for the month of October. These were my picks. I ended up getting 2 because I had a credit because someone signed up under my link that I have in all my videos. I do have a book of the month link down below if you guys are interested in it. But if one of you guys uses that link to sign up, then I get a free book as well, which is a nice incentive. It's not necessary, but someone did. So whoever it was, thank you very much. And I ended up picking for my main pick, I picked Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. Okay. I did not keep that book. That one, I actually just sold that one on Pango. When my shop went half off, that sold. So I don't have that one anymore. And then with the free credit that I got, I had to pick up These Violent Delights by I had to pick it up. This one is set in 1920. And I sold that one too. I didn't read it. I kept hearing such mediocre things about Chloe Gong as an author. And so I just kind of went, I'm good. I think I'm good. It was one of those that just didn't make the cut when I was just unhauling a lot of things. If I ever want to go back to it, I can get it anywhere. So it's not like that big a deal. But yeah, I did not hold on to that one either. Another one that I just picked up because I wanted to. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks adorable. I'm going to try to read it in December. And that is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. I did read that December. We read that for a book club that I was in, actually. And so I did read that one. It was cute. Okay, so the last books I found at Savers. Savers is a thrift shop or a consignment shop, or almost like a Goodwill type thing is what I'm calling it for up here. There are no Goodwills in Rhode Island from what I'm seeing, but Savers is the big one. So I have been in there before and looked at books, and while I thought they had a good selection, they didn't have anything that I didn't already own or haven't already read, so I never picked anything up the first time. But then I went again and I picked up 4 books. So yeah. The first one I found was The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. This is book, okay. That is book number 2 in her fifth season series, but I did not hang on to those books. I think I had the whole trilogy and I did sell them. Only because I knew for sure I was not going to be picking that series up anytime soon. Like, I knew that I didn't have any immediate plans to read it. They are books I can get anywhere. Obviously, I found the second, and I think I ended up finding the third one later on at a thrift shop. So those did not make my unhaul cut either. Jemison, I also found this bad boy. This is the Inheritance trilogy. So that's the trilogy all together in one bind up. I didn't keep that one either. I think that one I sold before I sold the other ones. Yeah, just, again, wasn't going to read it anytime soon. I grabbed another big chunky book here, and I grabbed Seven Eves by Neil Stephenson. This was actually another one that I didn't keep. I don't have that one anymore either. I've not read anything by Neil Stephenson at all. He is a science fiction writer. People do recommend his books. Like, that one was specifically recommended to me, which is why I picked it up. But I didn't end up keeping it because, again, I can get his books anywhere, and I have other science fiction books I would rather read over a brand new author, you know, like some authors that I've already read and loved and want to read more from them. So I'm kind of focusing on those first. So I didn't keep that one. So I only have one more now. So let's see if I even have one here, because so far I've either read them or I've unhauled them. And the last book that I found at Savers, oh my goodness, you guys. Ooh, Washington by Ron Chernow. Yep. And I don't have that one anymore either. I definitely sold that one too. I don't think I'll ever read that. I did read Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow because I saw the musical and wanted to actually read the source material that Lin-Manuel Miranda got his inspiration from. And it was very good. It was very good. Ron Chernow is a fantastic writer. He made history interesting. So, yeah, but I got rid of that because I knew I was not going to read it. So, all right. So should we just move on to the next one? Because I don't have anything to read. So, let's go on to my December book haul, which was just the next month. It actually looks kind of small too. So interesting. All right, let's just do this. Guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to do my December book haul. This is the last haul for the year for me. I have a couple books, not very many, and I don't plan on having any more books come in for the rest of the month. So nothing is planned. I don't believe I'm getting anything, like any books for Christmas or anything. So I should be good on these. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what they are. The first one was a gift from my husband because he's amazing. I just finished
He never gives me books.
Master's for Library and Information Sciences. I completed my master's. I graduated.
Okay. I know what this is.
It was awesome. I graduated in the beginning of December, and my family surprised me with like this huge congratulations banner and a card and some gifts and stuff, and helped me celebrate. So that was really, really sweet. And my husband got me, I work at a public library. This is by Gina Sheridan.
Okay.
He did get me that, and I had already read it before he gave it to me. I think I got it from the library, actually. I checked it out from the library at some point and read it. It's really cool, and I have it. I still have it. I think it's downstairs on my nonfiction shelf. But yeah, so it's cute. Like, it's just kind of like stories of working at a public library and customers and experiences and things that happen and stuff. So it's good. Next two here are my book of the month picks. I grabbed two of them. The first one is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. Okay. I did not keep that one either. That one left in my purge just because if I do read Rachel Hawkins, I will listen to her books and we'll see if I continue. I did read Reckless Girls by her and I really did enjoy it. It wasn't like a favorite, but it was good. It was enjoyable. And then I read another one and now I can't remember the name of it. But I did read another one by her, and it was just fine. I didn't like it as much as Reckless Girls. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure she's going to be an author that I need to go all in on and read everything. So that's why I did not keep The Wife Upstairs. I also grabbed People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. Okay. I did read that one. That one was fine. It was an influencer who gets stalked, I think. Yeah, I did read it though. I don't remember a lot about it, but I did read it. And I think it was like a 3-star for me. I grabbed a nonfiction book. This is a book that was recommended to me by quite a few of you, actually, and then some other people in, like, you know, people who I talk to all the time, not through BookTube. And I was talking a lot about wanting to work on my productivity, and I'm still in that space right now. I'm still kind of working through some books and working through some things and trying to figure out what's going to work for me. But this one was recommended a lot by you guys, and that is Atomic Habits. This is by James Clear. Okay. I did work my way through Atomic Habits. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to read that book. Just because I would work on it a little bit and then I would put it down for like 2 months. And then I'd work on it a little bit and then I'd put it down for 2 months. So yeah, I do still have the book though. I think it'd definitely be something to revisit and actually like focus on it a little bit better. But yeah, so I have read that one. Hey guys, I'm cutting in because I have 2 more books that arrived. I wasn't planning on these. One was a gift, very kindly sent my way. One was something that I ordered because I didn't know about it, and then I found out about it and I had to order it. So I just want to cut in here. I do have a couple more books coming up, but so for the gift, my friend Hulda sent me something. She has sent me quite a few things, but she sent this along with some chocolate from Iceland, which was awesome. And she sent Know My Name by Chanel Miller. And I did read that. That one was so good. That talk about an eye-opening book. That one was fantastic. But yes, I did read that one. And I have a friend who wrote a book, you guys. That's right. This girl is Liz Hauser. She is one of my military spouse friends. I met her when we lived in New Mexico and struck up a friendship, and she is fantastic. And she wrote a book, and I actually remember we went to their house for dinner one night, and we were talking about, you know, books and reading. She's a reader. And, you know, she said, I'm thinking about writing a book. And I was like, that's great. What about blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, a nonfiction about, you know, marriages and deployments and, you know, all those things. And then she did it, you guys. Like, I'm so proud of her. So her book is called Forever Faithful, Discovering How to Thrive in Your Marriage While Separate. Okay. I do still have that book because she is my friend. I have not read it yet. But that's something that needs to kind of be read when I need it. And as of right now, my husband does not go anywhere. So he may at some point in our career still moving forward. We still have, you know, like 7-8 years left, I think, in our career. But yeah, so I haven't read it, but it is something that I kind of need to wait until I'm in need of something like that. And I'm just not in that space right now. So I'm not going to count that one. Okay, back to the other stuff. And then Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. Okay, I've read that one already too. Guys, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end. And speaking of Colleen Hoover, you know I had to get Layla. It's my daughter's name. I'm nervous about that. But, okay, I think we might have a winner. This is supposed to be, I think, a paranormal from what I'm understanding. Yeah, so super excited about this one, definitely. Mm-hmm. And I just, when I got it in the mail, my Layla was like, oh my gosh. So she was just super excited that it was her name in the title. Okay. And that's it. So it's Layla, because that is literally the only book in these 2 book hauls that I haven't read yet that I'm ready to read. So let me go grab it. It is downstairs. I think I had pulled that at some point to read, and then I didn't get to it, so I put it back on my shelves, but I will go grab that right now. All right, guys. So Layla it is, by Colleen Hoover. Yeah, I am pretty positive this is a paranormal book, which will be interesting from her, and we'll see how it all goes. But yep, I will throw this on my TBR and read it. It's pretty short, and it's Colleen, so it'll go pretty quickly for me, so I'm going to try not to wait too long to pick it up. But this is it. So this is what I'm reading next. I'm glad it's like a nice short book after the stand. Whew. But yeah, all right. So that was fun. And we got through 2 more videos because, you know, the first one I didn't have anything at all to read. But all right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.